Down the road. It's the final time this famous old ground will stage a North East derby in the Premiership. And tonight, the Roker Roar is at full volume. It's Sunderland against Middlesbrough. The whole match coming up live. Don't miss this. It promises to be something special.
Monday Night Football.
And our match commentators at Roker Park, Trevor Francis and Alan Parry.
Well, Roker Park has been Sunderland's home for 98 years now, and historically it's never been a lucky ground for Middlesbrough. They're visitors from just down the northeast coast. Graham Poll from Hertfordshire referees this 55th meeting here of the two clubs, and Boro, as you may have heard earlier in the programme, have won just 7. Sunderland 15th in the table at the start of play, 9 points from their 8 games. But if they win tonight, they could actually move up as many as 7 places to 8th in the table. They've only managed 1 win in their last 6 games before tonight and scored just 2 goals in that period. A lot depends on Paul Stewart tonight, and he might not have been here at all if another referee, Paul Danson, hadn't admitted his mistake in sending him off at Highbury. That was 16 days ago now, and a lot of the players on both teams have had one of their longest breaks ever in a season, I would think. Though, of course, there are a fair number of internationals out there as well who haven't been so fortunate. Middlesbrough, incidentally, had a 1-week tour of Thailand during the break and beat the Thai national team, amongst others. There's the Roker Roar in full throat as Sunderland prepare to play Middlesbrough in a league fixture for the last time ever at Roker Park. Everyone ready, it seems, bar the referee. And now it's Middlesbrough in their change strip of white shirts and blue shorts who get the game underway. And the first ball for Ravanelli, beaten to it by Ord. Ball, the Sunderland captain slices his clearance and Emerson gets his first touch of the ball. Barmby finding Ravanelli, and the kind of tackle we'll expect to see a lot of tonight, dispossessing the Italian international. At the other end, Whelan wins it back. Pearson playing it long. It's quite a gusty wind here tonight. The surface in beautiful condition, but the wind could be troublesome. This is Kubicki, the Polish international, often used, or always used, in fact, as a right back, but he's playing at left back tonight because Martin Scott is out suspended. Number 8, Richard Ord, returning after a 1-match suspension himself. And Bracewell, the eyes and ears of the manager Peter Reid out there on the pitch. Gareth Hall, a former Chelsea player, gets it back to Bracewell, who's also assistant manager here, as well as a vital man in midfield. Melville. And Agnew. Crowd not too happy with the challenge from Fleming. But all the referee has given is a throw-in. Ball out on the right, checks to get a better angle for the cross, and it's a useful one too. And Boro at full stretch to get that one away. This is Michael Gray. Kubicki. Agnew making a run. He tried to pick him out in the box. Whelan's clearance. Ord wins it back, and Sunderland have made a good start here, Trevor.
Yes, it was noticeable that when Stewart came into a wide area, immediately Ball took up a centre-forward position. Gray also came in from a wide area to make the 2 in the box. That's important, Alan, because if you just got the 1 up front, there are going to be moments in the game when he's going to have to go wide. So therefore, you rely on your teammates to take up that centre-forward position.
Pearson delivers the long ball for Barmby. Kubicki wins it. And the ball came off Gray. It was throw-in. Neil Cox restored to the side tonight. He was left out for Branco in the 4-0 defeat Southampton. Middlesbrough having lost their last 2 league games, conceding 6 goals and not scoring in the process. But before that, they'd won 5 in a row in League and Cup. Here's Gray, presented straight to Emerson. Well, that's going to be the problem for Sunderland when they win the ball back like that. There are so few targets in the opposition half. Pearson under pressure here, and loses out as well. Mustoe just tries to calm it down for Middlesbrough. This is Fleming. Whistle's gone, and no surprise the players can't hear it. Terrific atmosphere when you think in a ground that's held 50-odd thousand, only, well, less than half that number here tonight, but the noise is stupendous. Ravanelli. Pearson. Barnby gets it back to Cox. Middlesbrough need to settle down a little. Bill Whelan, the former Ipswich player, in trouble here against Stewart. He's presented the ball straight to him, and it took a very good tackle to deny Stewart the first opening of the game. Whelan and Vickers crisply into the challenge.
Yes, I think it was just that lack of pace that poor Stewart didn't have, otherwise he would have gone clear.
Middlesbrough rocked back on their heels by Sunderland's start here. All for that. Travel back healer for Bracewell. Now Agnew. Good football from Sunderland, showing enormous confidence. Comes out to Gray. Well, there's no doubt who's made the better start here.
Well, it's been a terrific start from Sunderland. Gray tries to get under control, hits it on the volley, well wide, but the best chance was just prior to that. Error there from Whelan, Paul Stewart's onto it. But it's Vickers who comes over, well-timed tackle. I'm sure there, but Paul Stewart would have just wished he had a couple of yards of extra pace. It was that really that prevented him from getting the shot at goal.
Melville spreads play intelligently to Gareth Hall. Agnew just caught there from the challenge by Fleming, but again the referee's only awarded a throw-in. It was a poor ball for Fleming. Stewart with a lovely little knock-on to Agnew. Ball making ground, Gray is also in the middle, but a brilliant recovery there from Emerson. And Boro off the hook again.
Yes, it was good play from Agnew, but he wanted to put the early cross in, but as he looked up, there was nobody in the box. That's why he had to hold on to it, and he gave Emerson the chance to get back and get the tackle in.
And he's got a bad knock as well. A lot of anxiety from the Sunderland bench when he went down here. Total accident.
There certainly was no contact, was there, from Emerson? Agnew tried to put it through Emerson's legs, and it looks as if he may have gone over on his ankle.
And he's been taken immediately onto the stretcher. That looks rather worrying for Sunderland. Steve Agnew stretchered off with only 7 minutes gone. And the game, I think, will restart with a drop ball. Now, in fact, the referee ordering Middlesbrough to return it to Sunderland. And Peter Reid will anxiously await a report from the physio as to Agnew's condition. He's being treated off the pitch at the moment, still on the stretcher. Sunderland going forward again. Good tackle on ball. They seem to have an extra man everywhere, even though they're down to 10 at the moment. Sunderland winning all the important tackles. Here's Kubicki. Gray. Ball plays it back to him. It was an intelligent ball, however, he was just offside, I think, yes. And it looks for sure now as though Agnew will play no further part in this game. There's another injury on this side.
Yes,
it's Pearson.
Nigel Pearson. He took a bad knock there from Gray. Only just back into the side after a knee problem. Here's the tackle.
Well, plenty of incident in the opening 10 minutes here. Meanwhile, young Michael Bridges waits to come on for Sunderland as replacement for Agnew. He's only 18. In fact, he was only 18 in August. Comes from Whitley Bay and made his debut last season. Quick and skillful player. And at the moment, it looks as though Middlesbrough have got a major problem as well. How unlucky for Pearson. But he's straight back in the action, although he's looking very groggy as he runs back into the field. Confirmation that Agnew has gone off.
Yes, obviously with a change there for Sunderland, this caused Peter Reid to make a tactical reshuffle. It's Russell actually who's come on. He's come on to the left-hand side with Gray now over on the right-hand side in place of Agnew.
Yes, a late change of heart there by Peter Reid about the substitute. Not altogether surprising because Russell's the experienced player. In fact, he was top scorer last season. And he's straight into the action again. The cross just taken by the wind behind the goal to the relief of Alan Miller. Well, that's the last thing really that Sunderland wanted, a disruption so early on to such a well-tried system.
Yes, it is, Alan, but I think that Peter would be absolutely delighted with the start that his side have made. Quite clearly in his opening 10 minutes, they've been much quicker to the ball than what Middlesbrough have been.
Ord's clearance. Whelan letting it bounce over his head, which is dangerous with Stewart right behind him again. And indeed commits the foul, which looked a harsh decision from where I was, and I think his protest is going to earn him a yellow card.
Well, I feel that's a bit harsh. Certainly that doesn't warrant a yellow card. I'm not even sure it was a free kick.
I wasn't. In fact, I don't think it was. And there could be further punishment awaiting Sunderland here. Or Middlesbrough, rather, as Sunderland line up the free kick. Ball, Bracewell, and the likeliest taker, I would think, Michael Gray here. Just trying to see what the angle is around the defensive wall. No, they had a little trick up their sleeves, and it was Russell's shot that was well off target in the end.
Yes, it was certainly a good idea. I think they tried to fool Middlesbrough by thinking that perhaps it was Gray who was going to get the shot, but the pass here from Bracewell just a little bit too wide for Russell.
Well, the youngster Russell is only 22. And has been used mainly as a substitute this season. Well, those early injuries disrupting the pattern rather for Sunderland. They'd made such a good start. Goes for a foul by Ball on the Brazilian. Oh, what a waste. Brian Robson will be furious about that.
Yes, he tried to hit the early free kick. The ball was actually rolling as he struck it.
Melville's clearance. Ball's lay off, and the tackle's still flying in here. With tremendous passion. The referee waving play on, and suddenly Ravanelli breaks. Juninho ahead of him, and Barmby to his right. Stewart's layoff, ball with a rather awkward pass out to the right. Bracewell directing operations and finding Kubicki. Ball again. Russell's operating down the left now. Michael Gray switched to the right. Pearson none the worse for his earlier injury, it seems. Ball. Fleming's clearance hanging in the wind. And Fleming thought he had an easy ride there. Michael Gray wasn't going to let that happen.
I think that Fleming's got to realise, along with his other 10 colleagues, they're just not going to get a moment to actually relax on the ball. Sunderland players are so quick at pressing. That's the perfect example there.
And here's Bracewell. Pearson looking for Ravanelli. Easy header away by Melville. And Sunderland have picked up the rhythm again. Hall. Gray. Bracewell. Well, we talk about Sunderland only playing with one man up front nominally, but they've committed 7 or 8 players to this attack. And that could be a danger as it breaks down with Emerson in possession. But Sunderland are working so hard when they lose the ball. Pearson at full stretch to get that one away as well. Musto. Ravanelli's onside. Barmby in the middle, Juninho arriving. There's a dangerous cross. It was the first real attack of any note that Middlesbrough have managed with 16 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, it's a good ball in from Ravanelli, but there was no real height in the box of Middlesbrough. The 2 players who challenged for it, both small players, Juninho and Barmby. Not a problem for Sunderland's big defenders.
Calling Fleming over, and he's let him off.
It was certainly a late challenge, but just how late was it? And as you can see, rather late.
Kubicki. Emerson kept very calm in that tight situation.
Away from home, and the home team come at you for the first 10 or 15 minutes. This has been incessant attacking here from Sunderland. It is very important for Middlesbrough they don't concede in this early period, because I can't think that Sunderland can keep this sort of tempo going for 90 minutes. It really is an incredible start. The pressing has been top class. They really have had a go at Middlesbrough in this early period of the game.
They've only won 1 of their 4 matches in the Premiership here so far. That was 1-0 against Coventry. They had goalless draws against Leicester and West Ham, and lost the other one 2-1 to Newcastle in the other North East derby. So they've already dropped 7 points here this season. Juninho. Emerson. Ravanelli. It's a lovely ball. Fleming on the left. Emerson with the shot. Oh! What a goal! Emerson with an absolute stunning shot gives Middlesbrough the lead.
What a shot this was. The power of this. I think it may have took a slight deflection, but absolutely no chance. But Tony Cohen, I've never seen a ball hit as hard as this, Alan. There it was definitely deflected. And I think it's off Paul Bracewell. But the power of that shot, incredible.
Emerson's second goal in the league this season. Also scored in the 4-1 win against West Ham. And the man who's probably been the biggest success, really, of any of the expensive international imports to Middlesbrough, has given them the lead, it has to be said, against the run of play here. But what a goal, what a shot. Deflection or not, that was a stunner. Now Gray, as Sunderland try and pick themselves up from that disappointment. Russell flying in there with Pearson. Well, whichever angle you look at this from, Trevor, it was a cracker.
Well, we spoke at great length yesterday about the goal from Letizia, but this is even better. Letizier's was more measured. This is absolute power. Obviously accuracy. The keeper's got no chance, Tony Cohen. I don't think any keeper in the country would have possibly saved that.
I was going to say, in fairness, deflection or not, that looked as though it was bound for the net the moment it left his boot.
Well, I'm interested to see Andy at half-time with his machine, just to see how the speed of that ball. I can't imagine many shots have gone in much harder than that this season.
Now Ball, the Sunderland captain, as they try and pick things up again. Russell trying to get in between Cox and the goalkeeper.
Such a favourite here too, isn't he? You mentioned Emerson with the Middlesbrough supporters. It was interesting, you know, Alan, before the game when the players come out to warm up, Juninho and Emerson came out together, and immediately the away supporters, I should say, broke into a chorus of Emerson. He's obviously more popular than Juninho.
Certainly is at the moment. Kubicki with a long ball looking for Stewart. A great cry for handball from the home supporters, and the referee has upheld their claim. It's a penalty. Whelan can't believe it, but penalty it is.
Well, Whelan's already been booked, and well, the referee sent him off. I mean, once again, that's a really harsh decision. I mean, he's been booked for a harsh decision. Now he gives away a penalty. He can't believe it, I can't believe it.
And the yellow card has been shown to the goalkeeper for his protest. So, it's Ball, the captain, and it's a goal. Alex Ray from the penalty spot brings Sunderland level.
Well, Alex Ray can't believe his luck because the keeper should have saved this. He dives over it. It's not a particularly good penalty. Really, Alan Miller should have saved that, Alan.
Well, it's all happening here at Roker. Remember, Miller shown the yellow card just before that penalty went in. And I must say, you have to have some sympathy with his protest. It looked a very harsh decision against Phil Whelan. The point will not matter at all to Middlesbrough, but in a way, a little bit of justice has been done. They certainly didn't deserve to be a goal behind here. Sunderland. But that is a decision that will be debated at some length, I'm sure. Emerson getting a quick running repair there as the game gets underway again.
And those sort of challenges happen in every game up and down the country, possibly 5 or 6 times during a game.
Here's Gray. Fleming with the back heeler. Emerson caught in possession. And the tackling getting a little out of hand. Fleming has already had one warning from the referee. Presumably trying to say he didn't hear the whistle. And Sunderland have got underway again already. Gray flying forward for them. The clearance was by Vickers. But back they come again. It's Stewart. And suddenly it's Middlesbrough on the counter-attack. Juninho in possession. Barnby to his right. Emerson's there again. Fine save.
Well, that was a great attack, wasn't it? Juninho went it forward at pace, but the ground that this fella made off Emerson to support him. Ball runs loose, he wastes no time hitting it again, and that's a great save from Coulton.
Mustoe under pressure and fouled in the end. Alex Ray, the culprit, the man who brought Sunderland level. Only his second goal for the club. Ravanelli took it on the chest and was brought down, according to the referee.
Well, I was about to say this is Ravanelli distance, but after the way that Emerson's been shooting, I think he may fancy his luck from this sort of distance.
So many options from free kicks. Middlesbrough, so many talented players, all able to hit the target from any angle or distance. Juninho and Ravanelli over the ball at the moment. Emerson lurking with intent in the background.
And one thing is sure, Alan, home-based player's not going to take it. It's going to be a foreign player.
Juninho. Well, it wasn't that far over, despite the howls of disapproval from the home fans.
I really think from this sort of distance it's perhaps a little bit too far out for the little curl over the wall. Never gets it down. Possibly been better off going for power.
Stewart took that well on the chest and finds Kubicki. No foul by Emerson. And again, Juninho finds himself in a lot of space. This is Ravanelli. Good return ball, Juninho going in, but Coulton was quick and decisive.
A lot to admire with that move. A great run from Ravanelli. Good ball into Juninho. But Tony Coulton was alive to it, came off his line very, very quickly.
Bracewell caught in possession. Barnby goes down. No free kick has been given. And the Middlesbrough players are furious with referee Graham Poll at the moment. Ravanelli, dispossessed by Bracewell. And worked hard to make sure his mistake wasn't serious. You can see he's still a little angry over one or two of the decisions that have gone against Boro. Melville winning the header, but it drops nicely for Juninho. Tries to release Ravanelli. Kubicki read the danger.
Excellent covering that from Kubicki. That's one reason why Sunderland is so tight, their back four. The ball got in, played well by Juninho in behind Ord. The fullback came in nice and tight. Otherwise, Ravanelli was in.
Huge clearance. Now Vickers backpedaling. Miller's clearance was sound. Ord. This is Hall. Gray tries to tempt the challenge. And that was a useful ball as well. Pearson with a good clearance though, finding Neil Cox. Juninho, haven't seen too much of him yet. Ravanelli tried to play it quickly back, but Sunderland's defence living up to its reputation. The only goal they have conceded, they could have done nothing about. Well, it's been a very eventful opening half an hour at Roker. One stunning goal from this man and a highly controversial penalty, bringing Sunderland level. Although all the supporters shouted handball at first against Whelan, it was clear from the replay that the offence that he's alleged to have committed was a straightforward foul, not a handball, but that won't make him feel any better. The game has almost settled into a rhythm now after that frantic opening 20 minutes or so. Bracewell looking for Kubicki. Took that well and gets inside Cox. Good run by the Polish international. Releases Russell. Good ball. Stewart in a great position in the middle, and that was fine defending this time by Whelan to deny Stewart on the far post.
What great play that was from Sunderland. Very inventive fullback play from Kubicki. Plays it inside Nigel Pearson. Russell's got the beat on him. That's a terrific cross. And as you said, Alan, good defending from Whelan at the back post. It was going right onto Stewart's head.
Corner whipped in high towards Ball, who won the header, and the little rebound keeps Middlesbrough in trouble. Gray gets it back to Gray. Good work by Emerson, and then Bracewell stopped him in his tracks. Seems to really relish the physical side of the game as well, Emerson. He's not just a marvellously gifted player, he will tackle with the best of them on a night like this. And that's pretty impressive, isn't it? Not to mention a stunning goal. Now Hall for Sunderland. Bracewell. Gray takes over. And Stewart's given it away. Ravanelli looks for the run from Juninho, and it's a glorious ball, but he's offside.
Certainly was a great ball. That must have been very tight.
Well, hard to see how either of those Boro players could have been offside. Now Stewart. Got away from the challenge well, and that was a fine effort.
Yeah, his first intentions were trying to release ball, but he goes alone onto his left foot. Comfortable height for Miller.
32 a week ago, Paul Stewart, and a long career at the top level, of course, with Manchester City, Spurs, Liverpool, and now Sunderland. Ravanelli finds Juninho. And Ravanelli's miles offside here.
He was miles offside, Alan, but only through good organised defending.
Here's Cox. Juninho. Good effort, but always travelling wide. He's actually managed 4 goals in his 8 Premiership matches this season, Juninho. He only scored 2 in 21 last season. Let's have another look back at the penalty incident here and why we think it was given against Whelan. Push on Stewart, presumably. Anyway, Ray put it away while the arguments were still raging. Good defending by Fleming. A little push by Ravanelli was spotted by the referee.
Yes, there was no attempt to play the ball, just ran into Melville. Made an easy decision for the referee. He had no attempt to play the ball, realised that Melville was going to head it, so Ravanelli just ran into him.
Well, don't forget that we have another major match for you on Sunday, and what a match that promises to be. Newcastle United against Manchester United. Our Super Sunday game starts at 3 o'clock. Ten minutes of an exciting first half remaining at Roca. Sunderland have been on top, really, territorially. Unlucky to go behind and level in debatable fashion.
But the danger is always there to Sunderland, isn't it? When Middlesbrough break forward, with extra bit of class that they've got in Anderson, Barnby, Juninho and Ravanelli, is always very, very threatening when they get good possession.
Ford sees Hall out on the right in lots of space. Gray in support. And none too solid that defending by Middlesbrough. But Bracewell having to work hard in midfield and loses out to Musto. However, Ravanelli is dispossessed and Kubicki sees the chance to come forward here. Challenge by Musto on Ray will surely earn him a yellow card. It indeed has.
Yes, as Alex Ray was about to lay the ball off, so Robbie Musto came in with a late challenge.
Here goes Russell. Lovely return ball for Russell. Good work there by Miller. I must say, for all the multi-million pounds worth of foreign talent and very good home-based players as well that Middlesbrough have assembled, it's Sunderland who've most impressed me in this first half. not just with their commitment and organisation, things you expect from a Peter Reid team, but also with the standard of their football. And here they go again, forward, looking impressive. Stewart took it on the chest, but Mustoe intercepts. Ball. Lovely football, the home crowd appreciating this. Kubicki. Ball wants it back quickly. Bracewell. Melville. And that's not what they wanted.
No, and definitely the problem that Sunderland have is that they can pass it very well in defensive areas, also in midfield, but once they get near the box, they don't have too many options open to them. It's very, very difficult when they've just got the one player up front in Stewart.
Kubicki looking for him, but Vickers just let it run on.
That's an example. The ball has to be perfect into the front player, otherwise Middlesbrough can just allow it to run through to the keeper.
Ravanelli's not having the best of nights at the moment. Gives the ball away again here. And then Sunderland commit the same mistake. Alex Ray. This is Emerson. Michael Gray working hard to deny him space. And then very good defending again from Sunderland. In the end, ball to really just lash it clear. There were no other options on for him. Ravanelli. This is Cox. Mustoe in a good position. He tried to pick him out on the near post, but Sunderland are very, very hard to get in behind.
Yes, he actually tried to drive that ball in. I just wonder if that's because it's a lack of height in the box. I think Juninho and Barnby there.
Pearson slows it down. This is Ravanelli. That's a good ball. Mustoe with a chance here. Well, he gets into some great positions, Robbie Mustoe, but his goal-scoring record's pretty disappointing.
Once again, another great ball from Ravanelli. Mustoe got in between Ord and Hall.
Phelan with a risky back pass there for Miller, who kept very calm. Now Emerson. Juninho. Cox to his right, Ravanelli is ahead of him, and Ravanelli is offside.
Well, there's no doubt he was offside, but just prior to that, he played a great ball. Here we see it here, good run from Mustoe. Ball gets back, tracks back well, Hall's there. Just lets it come off his knee, back to Tony Colton.
Melville for Sunderland. Gray. This is Hall. Melville's continued his run forward. Stewart also on the edge of the box. Can Gray get the cross in? There's not much room for him. And it's good work this time from Middlesbrough, forcing him all the way back to his own half. Now Kubicki. Middlesbrough have all 11 men back behind the ball in their own half. Kubicki. Russell. And they continue to weave excellent patterns in the middle of the field. Patience. Hall. And that'll be a corner if it goes.
Well, that was good play from Sunderland. Showed a lot of patience. I think Emerson made it slightly easier for them in midfield. He tried to read it, came out, and that gave them the opening to work the ball over to the right-hand side. Got the extra man in. It was Hall who drove in, trying to get the shot on goal. They've won themselves a corner.
Ord is on the near post. Melville on the far post. Ball near the penalty spot. And it was Miller who acted quicker than anyone. Kubicki. Russell tries to play it back to him. It wasn't the best ball. Enabled Cox to make the tackle. A bit tight in that corner for Russell. Now Bracewell. And Hall tripped and did well to recover. Kubicki. Throw. Well, into the final minute of the half, Trevor, how do you assess what you've seen so far?
Well, it was a whirlwind start, wasn't it, from Sunderland? I did say they couldn't possibly keep that tempo up. Just as they got on top, so we saw that extraordinary shot from Emerson. And then we saw the very, very dubious penalty decision, which Ray scored from. So really, at half-time, it's a very, very even game. Can go either way, Alan.
Michael Gray in possession. Ravanelli's tackle. There'll be a couple of minutes stoppage time, I would think, for the early injury to Steve Agnew. Good play again by Bracewell. Now Alex Ray. He allowed Barnby to intercept though. Fleming finding Emerson. Two players immediately hunt him down, and that's been a feature of Sunderland's play in this half. When they haven't had possession, they have worked so hard. Here's Juninho. Ran straight into trouble. Bracewell. That could be a terrific ball. It might just have too much on it, but Stewart has made something out of it anyway. Goal kick in the end.
Just wonder how long he can actually keep this going up front by himself. Would you say he is 32 years of age now? Obviously a very fit 32 years of age, but to play by yourself for 90 minutes like he's doing, not particularly easy.
And here he is again, and no support when he received it. Emerson showing lovely control in the middle and finding Juninho. Well, it's easy to see why Sunderland have such a staggeringly good defensive record. They really are so disciplined and well organised.
Yes, it had to be something special to breach that defence, and it certainly was.
Juninho loses Kevin Ball with that deft little twist and turn. But oh dear, that was not what we expected. Two minutes of stoppage time completed at the end of this half, as Ord delivers the long ball, and a beautiful ball it was too for Gray. Unlucky. And Fleming is dispossessed. Alex Ray couldn't keep it in, but Sunderland get on with the throw-in. Bracewell.
I'll tell you what would be an interesting stat. The number of dispossessions that they've had in this game. Quite incredible. Every time Middlesbrough have had possession of the ball, Sunderland have snapped at their heels. They've won the ball on so many occasions.
Whelan hangs the free kick up for Ravanelli. Cox. Done well. Not an easy one, that for Coton. He saw Musto running in on him and had to move quickly, and that brings the first half to an end. And an excellent half it was. The highlights, without question, this goal from the Brazilian Emerson. Never mind the deflection, feel the power. And then Sunderland came level again. Was that a foul by Whelan? He couldn't believe it. He didn't believe it. Alex Ray took the penalty away, and that gave Sunderland a 1-1 scoreline, which is the least they deserve in an excellent first half here at Roker Park. We'll be back with our assessment of Sunderland against Middlesbrough.
After a very bright first half. Let's go back to Roker and rejoin Trevor Francis and Alan Parry.
Thanks, Richard. Welcome back to Roker Park, which will be no more, of course, next season as a Premiership ground. Sunderland due to move to a 40,000 all-seater stadium, and this club with a famous history, 6 league championships over the years, though most of them, it has to be said, were at the turn of the century, will have a home to match that of Middlesbrough, their opponents tonight, and Newcastle United. And the North East really is back as a major centre of English football again. Middlesbrough 10th in the table at the start of play. If they win tonight, they could go up 3 places to 7th. Their away form has been disappointing this season. Just one away win at Everton. They drew at Forest and were beaten at Chelsea and Southampton. Indeed, they've only won 4 of their last 23 away games in the Premiership. Sunderland get the second half underway then. Sunderland in the stripes, as though you needed to be told. And I'm sure Peter Reid will be asking for more of the same from his team. Brian Robson will be demanding more, full stop, from his players. Particularly, I suspect, in an attacking sense and in their midfield defending. Juninho going forward straight away. Couldn't find Ravanelli. Excellent cover again. The 2 central defenders, Ord and Melville, have played really well.
That was a good opportunity there that Juninho wasted. Ravanelli was free. Badly underweighted the pass from Juninho.
Bracewell just gets it back from ball. And finds Ray. Out on the left. And that looked like a foul, surely, as Kubicki came in field, but the referee saw nothing wrong with it. But let's go down to Nick Collins on the touchline. Nick.
Alan, one other thing emerged at half-time. Alan Miller, the Middlesbrough goalkeeper, wasn't booked for dissent, but he was booked for ungentlemanly conduct, for wasting time and trying to gain an advantage at that penalty.
Cheers, Nick. That's Graham Paul's version of the yellow card. Ungentlemanly conduct. Played forward by Whelan rather aimlessly. One of the 3 players who were cautioned in that first half, Miller, Whelan and Musto. All 3 of them from the visitors. Stewart now for Sunderland. Ray under pressure from Musto. And he took another fine tackle from Ord.
Yes, you saw that Ray there being put under pressure by the Middlesbrough players. That's the opposite of what we saw in the first half.
As I'm sure Brian Robson, who was one of the finest defensive midfielders of his time, still playing, of course. Both him and Viv Anderson, his number 2, are still registered as players, but he won't have been happy with the lack of pressure from some of his midfield players in that first half. Brian Robson played as a sweeper on that tour of Thailand, who I mentioned before the kickoff. Linesman's flag for an offside here. Incidentally, Brian Robson is £1,500 worse off today as a result of an FA fine for words he said out of order to a referee.
Are you talking about the penalty in the first half, Alan, are you?
No, I presume he kept his thoughts on that to himself. Vickers turns away from danger and finds Emerson. And Ravanelli again is miles offside. Sunderland before tonight had kept clean sheets in 4 of their 8 league games. Defending is no problem for them. If only they can find the same sort of formula in scoring goals, they're going to do pretty well in their first season back at the top after 5 years. But it's a big if. Juninho getting up well. Fleming onto it, Ravanelli and Barnby both in the middle, but the cross was well blocked by Bracewell. And now Gray. Ray goes in hard on Fleming, but Musto keeps possession for Middlesbrough. Emerson. Pearson. Good challenge by Ball to dispossess him. Russell did well, and to carry the fight to the heart of the Middlesbrough defence.
Yes, and Emerson did well too. The timing of the tackle had to be spot on. Otherwise, he would have been in the book.
And another good challenge by Emerson. But Middlesbrough not looking too comfortable at times at the back. And Ravanelli's had one of those frustrating nights. Melville. This is Ray. It looked like a little nudge there by Whelan, but the linesman was perfectly placed to disagree. Goal kick. Well, it's a pretty sorry statistic of Ravanelli's night so far, isn't it? Especially for a player in great form. He's just scored 3 goals for the Italian national side to make it 8 in 13 internationals. He's already scored 10 goals, 6 of them in the Premiership for Middlesbrough.
And his haircut's not too special either.
Maybe that's taken his strength away. What you might regard as significant, incidentally, is that Ravanelli has yet to score in an away game for Middlesbrough this season. All those goals have come at home. Certainly nothing to do with tactics. Middlesbrough are very much an attacking side, home and away. Now Fleming. Ravanelli takes on all. But the defender wins the battle. However, he has conceded the corner. Fine, consistent player, Richard Ord. His 10th season now as a first-team regular, and he's still only in his mid-20s. This could be Middlesbrough's first corner, we're not sure. It is. It's not a bad one, over Ravanelli's head, and it comes back to him, and out to Cox, and blocked on the line. Good goalkeeping there.
Well, that looked as if it could be Ravanelli's first goal, but the ball eventually ran to that man, Cox. Terrific block on the line.
Coton hesitates again, and once more Ravanelli, yes! He's got it! And wouldn't you know it, just as we were pointing out, he hadn't managed a goal away from Teesside. He's got one on Weir side, of all places.
Well, the previous corner caused 1 or 2 problems. Middlesbrough do well. They keep the ball in there in the danger area. Whelan missed kicks. Pearson goes for it. But of all people, it falls to Ravanelli, and he's just not going to miss from that sort of distance. on his favourite left foot. He makes no mistake.
Ravanelli has now scored more goals this season than the entire Sunderland team put together. And Sunderland again find themselves behind in this game. But perhaps not for long as they go forward menacingly here. Russell's cross is a good one. Fleming has to come and meet it quickly and concede the corner. Well, we've got a game and a half now.
Russell did well there, Alan, to keep that ball in play, but they've got to get into that box much quicker. The support just didn't come quickly enough.
Good clearance by Pearson, driven back in by Bracewell. That could have gone absolutely anywhere.
What a block that was from Fleming. I think that may have found its way into the back of the net. Here we see it from Bracewell. Was it going in? Yes, I don't think Miller would have saved that. What a block that was from Fleming.
He guards the near post as the corner comes over again. Hook clear, and this time Bracewell's shot is not quite so impressive. Frustration for Peter Reid, who's done such a magnificent job in his 19 months in charge here. Would you believe they've only lost 11 of the 61 league games he's been in charge of before tonight? What a record.
Well, Peter there just shouting one or two instructions to the players. Once again, another little tactical change. Michael Gray's gone to the left-hand side, and Craig Russell's come over to the right-hand side.
Barmby, meanwhile, looks for Ravanelli again in the middle. He couldn't quite get it on that famous left foot. And Pearson comes forward. And the nature of the game has suddenly changed and swung in Middlesbrough's favour. Emerson. Ravanelli beaten to it by Melville. Fleming. Calm defending again by Ord. Ray running into a bit of trouble, but he got out of it nicely. Well, there might be a suitable moment to point out, as we have a look at Ravanelli's goal again, that Sunderland have got real problems getting back into this game, Trevor.
Yeah, you see Sunderland here, they can't get it clear, but Middlesbrough do well to keep it in the danger area. Whelan does well, Pearson can't quite get to it, but Ravanelli makes no mistake.
And in only one league game so far this season have Sunderland managed to score more than one goal. That was when they won 4-1 at Nottingham Forest, so that's a measure of the task facing them here. Ravanelli goes down, touching his face from the challenge. I didn't see any intent from our distance. Maybe the replay will suggest otherwise. We shall see.
Well, there are plenty of boos from the home supporters, but when it's a head injury, the referee is quite right to stop the game immediately.
Let's see what happened.
Yeah, he just clashes here with Ord.
Yeah, certainly no intent at all by the defender. But Ravanelli will have a fair old swelling over the eye. But more importantly, another goal on the record sheet. Goal number 11 for him this season, for his club side. And when you add the 3 international goals as well, it's not bad, is it? For the middle of October. And a little bit of an incident there involving Barmby and Ord, I think it was. Off the ball. And it's a red card.
Yes, what happened there, Alan, was as Barmby went down the floor, Ord actually stamps on him. And the referee spotted it. It was a good spot. He put his studs all over Barmby. You'll see the incident here. And watch now as he goes to the floor.
What a stupid thing to do.
It's his left foot, it is. Barnby loses his boot. There you go.
I'm afraid to say that looked as deliberate as you can get. I don't think there was any accident about that. And that's the second time this season that Richard Ord has been sent off. He was dismissed in the game against Derby, has already served one suspension. And in fact, Peter Reid's team now have just about the worst disciplinary record in the Premiership. That's the fourth Sunderland player to be sent off. They had 2 dismissed, remember, at Arsenal in their last league game. That's 3 players in 2 matches, and they've had a lot of yellow cards as well. And in terms of tonight, they have got massive problems now. 2-1 down, with just coming up to an hour completed, and down to 10 men. They were down to 9 men, remember, at Highbury. And I must say they put on a marvellous display to hold out against Arsenal for so long that day, but this is a different situation. Well, it's going to require prodigious effort now on the part of those 10 men to pull Sunderland back into contention. Clearance by Whelan, drops dangerously here. Melville knew that Ravanelli was right behind him, and how composed can you get? Brilliant. Kubicki. That's a foul. And the home fans will be paying for blood now every time there's a Middlesbrough tackle, and the stewards having to restrain them. You don't want to see that. Swapping shirts, he almost swapped shorts then. Hour gone. It's all happening at Roker, as we thought it might. Gray, Kubicki, on to Bracewell. Those 2 keep ball in the corner. Still Gray. Melville finding the captain, getting ball. Slides it in for Stewart. Stewart on to Gray. Good tackle by Pearson. But suddenly, ball comes to get it back again and finds Russell. Sunderland are level. What character this team has.
Well, that's fantastic play by Sunderland. A great driving run from Ball. Plays a terrific ball. Russell's there where he should be. It's no more than a side foot, but you have to give credit for the position that he takes up. Comes in at the back post. I've seen those miss, but he takes it really well.
And last season's top scorer opens his account for this season. And the Roker roar, full-throated again. And the 10 men are back on level terms. Ravanelli's goal seems just a memory already. But here goes Juninho. A fine run. The tackle by Bracewell adjudged to have been a foul. And this looks decent territory for Ravanelli.
Yes, I would think so, but just returns to the goal that Sunderland scored. Not particularly good defending again from Middlesbrough, and they had enough chances to get that ball away, but real determined play by Sunderland.
Ravanelli, Juninho and Emerson, the terrible trio involved again. What can they produce this time. Ravanelli's left foot, to the delight of all the fans at that end, did not produce anything very spectacular.
No, it wasn't the best free kick, was it? Just like Juninho's. Couldn't bring it back down, too much height. But what a comeback that is by Sunderland, down to 10 men. Tremendous character. Less than half an hour to go. I'm sure that Peter Reid would take a draw at this moment.
I'll bet he would. Well, Middlesbrough have one of the poorest defensive records in the Premiership, and Brian Robson will be concerned once again about the way they've conceded goals here tonight. Well, the last time we were in the northeast for that marvellous Newcastle-Villa game, I remember, as you will, that Aston Villa were down to 10 men, and in the last half an hour, it looked like Newcastle rather than there, and Russell bursts onto the ball again here. Good goalkeeping from Miller. And Sunderland will believe that they can make light of their disadvantage.
Good pass this, and Gray once again, good position, comes in from wide.
Marvellously entertaining match, and very much back in the balance. Ravanelli finds Fleming. Whoops. Embarrassment. It's the first time for 14 years, incidentally, that these two clubs have met in the top division. And in the last meeting, back in April 1982, Middlesbrough won 2-0 here. Ball caught in possession, but Bracewell wins it back. Now he's lost out to Musto and brought him down. He's going to be in trouble here, Bracewell. Yellow card produced straight away.
Yes, it was initially good pressing from Bracewell, and then Musto reversed the rows. Good pressing from him. Bracewell finds himself in the book.
Well, would it be tempting fate to say that Middlesbrough's free kicks so far tonight have been disappointing? I'll never get out of Sunderland alive for a score here. Juninho is going to take this one. And safe for the moment.
I really feel he's too far out, Alan, to get it up and over the wall like that. He must be all of, what, 23, 24 yards. He's not going to beat Coulton from there. Here's this run from Ball. Great pass across the box. Good position from Russo. Equally good finish. A tremendous response.
Bracewell just having a bit of a discussion with the referee. Well, Craig Russell was a prolific goal scorer in his younger days for the youth and reserve teams here. Carried it on last season at first team level. Hasn't had much chance to show what he can do in the Premiership this season, but certainly did in that moment. And the referee not too popular again. He's given the free kick to Middlesbrough. Good work from Cox here. And he keeps Boro on the attack. It's their throw. Juninho finding a bit of room and finding himself immediately overwhelmed by three Sunderland men, but the referee, I think, will see that as a foul. Oh, well, he has, but surprisingly, a foul against Middlesbrough.
You're right, there's three who converge on little Juninho. So he didn't like being on the floor at that moment.
He looked like the poor unfortunate school kid caught in the yard there by three of the bigger boys. And the foul still went against him. 5'5" and 9.5 stone. Hardly equipped for a physical battle. Stronger and fitter this season, though. Ravanelli does well to find Everton. They've got men over here. One of them is Juninho. But Coton anticipated marvellously well again.
Just looking at the bench, Alan, to see if there's any suggestion of a tactical change from Middlesbrough with the one-man numerical advantage. But they're still going to keep Ravanelli up front by himself. Sunderland just changed it slightly. Russell has now gone forward to join Stewart. So they've got two men up in the attack.
That free kick has just gone against Stewart. Launched early for Fleming, but it'll be too deep for him. Stewart still shaking his head in disbelief. Ironic cheers from the Roker faithful. Sunderland's free kick. Stewart. And Mustoe. And it goes to Emerson. Ravanelli can't control it, but almost won it back from Bracewell. That's clever play from Krivitsky. Nice ball and a great pass out to Gray. Could have been a dangerous ball, but in the end it went where they didn't want it, straight to Whelan.
Well, that shouldn't happen, Alan. Middlesbrough there, Pearson and Whelan with 2-on-2 at the back. Especially with a one-man numerical advantage, it should never happen that.
And now Gray has given it away again. And they might be punished for that. As Juninho comes forward, Barmby and Ravanelli in support. Played the wrong ball, though. Michael Gray again. Tremendously exciting player when he gets a bit more time than he's had tonight. Hall. Russell showing his pace here against Whelan. Stewart is in the middle. It goes in short to Ray, who's dispossessed by Mustoe. Now Fleming. Vickers releases Emerson. On it goes to Cox. Juninho. Foul. Free kick to Middlesbrough. A reminder that it's your chance tonight, as every night, to nominate your man of the match. 0891 111101. 0891 111101. Steve Vickers for Middlesbrough. Now Barmby. Pearson waits and finds Juninho, and that's a lovely little ball on from him. And they've got strength in the middle here as well, with both Barmby and Ravanelli well placed, but the cross a little bit late coming in, and Kevin Ball deflected behind for a corner. Vickers comes forward for the kick, so too is Whelan. It's played towards him on the near post. They can try again.
Excellent near post header from Bracewell. Big danger Middlesbrough with the three big centre halves all come forward.
suddenly Coton is out, furious with his defenders for allowing Barnby that much space.
Well, that was a good chance for Barnby. The corner was hit with tremendous pace.
Could have been a goal easily. Foul on Russell by Vickers gives Sunderland a free kick. And this game still intriguingly in the balance. Kubicki for Sunderland. Stewart just feels to find out where the defender is right behind him. Bracewell chips a lovely looking ball forward. Danger here, and Vickers with an excellent clearance. Gray. Cox can't really get his way out of that little hole, but he managed to use Pearson to help him out. Peter Reid, I'm sure, will be kicking every ball himself. Russell now. It's a useful one for Ray. Wild effort. But it did take a deflection, and he has got a corner.
Yeah, it's an excellent forward run that from Ray. Deflection from Whelan. Didn't cause a problem to Miller, but another determined run from Sunderland. You would have felt that at this moment, 2-2, they'd have settled for that. But then giving it up, they're still going for victory.
And you can't pay them a better tribute than to say it's hard to believe that it's they with the 10 men at the moment. Melville has come to the near post. Ray will take the kick. Swung over by Ray, the goalkeeper hesitated, and that could have been fatal hesitation as well, as Stewart climbed high.
It's a good corner, wasn't it? Well worked. Stewart gets up above Pearson. It's a good chance. He'd be disappointed he didn't do better with that. Great jump. Come quite directed on target.
And goalkeeper Alan Miller, a relieved man. Juninho, Ravanelli, onto the left foot, but a pretty poor effort. Into the final quarter of an hour then, and Sunderland looking every bit as likely to win this match as Middlesbrough at the moment, despite the fact that they have only 10 men. Richard Ord sent off for stamping on an opponent. Cox swings the clearance forward and finds Juninho. Fleming's in a great position down the left-hand side. Now he gets it from Musto. Juninho just drops off and finds room for himself so intelligently. Here's Emerson. Now Ravanelli, but again he was a bit lazy in trying to control the ball, and Sunderland have possession themselves with Stewart taking on Pearson. Craig Russell is in a good position in the middle if he can get the cross in. He almost did. And Ball manages to win it back and find Gray. And he goes towards Ray. Oh, double deflection. Strange one, that. Juninho. Ravanelli. The little Brazilian beaten to it again. Michael, it was such an enthusiastic tackle by Ball. He must have been afraid that he scored an own goal for a moment.
He's put some effort in tonight as Ball. 10 seconds ago, he's at the other end. Gets back there to dispossess Juninho. He's had a tremendous game.
Enormously popular figure he's been in his 6 years here. And now Sunderland have to defend again. And the header by Cox goes straight back out to the taker. And now Juninho with a chance. Thought he was shoot then, really. It seemed on for the shot. Pressure from Middlesbrough. Bracewell relieves the pressure on Sunderland for the moment. It'll be a Middlesbrough throw. Juninho. It's a good ball. Barnby. The run by Cox. But he'll never reach that.
That's the area where they've got to get the ball, Alan, because Cox has been open for the last 5 minutes there. He's actually played the more difficult ball. Emerson would have been the better ball just to his right.
Stewart took that beautifully on the chest, turned on by Ball. He's there again. I would have thought he was a contender for that man of the match vote, Kevin Ball. He's had a marvellous game, as Trevor pointed out before. Bracewell, with steady performance as ever by him. And suddenly, Melville almost ran into trouble then against Juninho. Coton's clearance has dropped straight to Fleming. You've got to beware of the offside here, Middlesbrough. Ravanelli. Juninho. Good run by Barnby. On it goes again to Cox. They've got strength in numbers here. Juninho, lovely little turn, but just slipped at the vital moment. Brave header away by Gray, but now it's Emerson for Middlesbrough. 10 minutes to go. Will we see a winner at Roker tonight? Now Ravanelli. Emerson couldn't quite get there. And still Middlesbrough come forward. But there's a good ball out of defence to relieve the pressure for a moment. Russell beaten to it by Whelan. Middlesbrough looking ominously a little bit stronger perhaps in the last few minutes. Maybe the effect of 11 men against 10 will tell in this last 10 minutes. Juninho. Musto. And now Emerson. Ravanelli. Finds Juninho. And that could have easily caught Coton by surprise. He reacted well.
He's certainly enough space for this shot, but hits the target. Not with real great sort of power. But you're right, Alan, the last 10 minutes you would think that the passing ability of these Middlesbrough players, Juninho, Emerson, Ravanelli, Barnby, could just be decisive. But you can't write Sunderland off. They're looking to try and hit Middlesbrough whenever they can on the counter-attack. Got the pace of Russell up there, who's causing plenty of problems.
But I saw a fair bit of Sunderland when they won the First Division Championship last season, and they really have got terrific team spirit as well as some very talented players. They kept clean sheets in 26 of their 46 games in the First Division last season, and that's the rock upon which their championship was built. No clean sheet tonight, but they have played extremely well. Gray for them. Just went over the line. Middlesbrough's throw. And pause for breath to remind you of the telephone number to make your vote for man of the match. 0891 11 1101. That's 0891 11 1101. Sunderland almost in a bit of danger, but Hall gets them out.
Yes, he had to just clear that anywhere. He was put under pressure there by Bracewell. Two Middlesbrough players quickly pressed him. His only option really was to kick it out of play.
Juninho runs into trouble. Getting it forward. Vickers beats Stewart to it. Now Fleming. Emerson. Ravanelli. Back to Emerson. Not quite sure what he was attempting there, but it didn't come off.
No, I don't think he fancied the shot. He was on his left foot.
Fleming beats Ray to it. Now Mustoe lines up the shot. And it only just avoided the embarrassment of going out for a throw-in. Had a very good season, Robbie Mustoe, and Brian Robson says he's played as well as anybody, but certainly seems to lose it a little bit when the chance of a goal comes along. Well, I'm sure Brian Robson will be amongst the many watching Sky on Sunday afternoon when we show Newcastle United against Manchester United, one of the biggest fixtures of the season. Our programme begins at 3. Sunderland have a free kick. Just a shade over 5 minutes to go at Roker. There's their late drama in store. That's a foul by Cox, a tackle from behind on Gray that is bound to earn him the inevitable.
There's a tackle from behind and also with 2 feet.
Yellow card for Cox. 4 Middlesbrough players cautioned tonight, and of course we've had a sending off on the Sunderland side of Ward and the booking for Bracewell. Kevin Ball getting up well, but couldn't direct the header goalwards. Peter Reid urging that final 5 minutes of effort from his players. And you might argue it's a game that neither side really deserves to lose. Alex Way wasn't going to duck out of that challenge with Whelan. Stewart was a little bit unhappy about the tackle that went in before that.
Yes, I think as the ball goes loose here, Alex Ray's expecting a 50-50 challenge with Whelan. So he makes sure he's not involved with it at all, he just boots it anywhere.
Ravanelli flicking it on, Juninho can't get there. Cleared by Hall. Foul given against Kevin Ball, surprisingly. Now Fleming is fouled. And the referee's played a symphony on his whistle tonight. Good tackle by Ray. Excellent play by him. Russell just helps it on to Michael Gray. Sunderland go looking for a winner again. The 10 men with 3 minutes to go. Russell just took his eye off the ball. Juninho a little bit slow.
It wasn't a particularly good pass, though, was it, from Ravanelli? I'm surprised how often players of this ability, we're talking about world-class players, have given it away, despite the fact they got an extra man.
Now Kavitsky's given it away, another very experienced international, capped about 50-odd times by Poland. Hall with a long ball, but into no man's land. 2 minutes then for this North-East derby to be decided. Stewart. And the pace and tenacity of the game continues into the dying moments as Miller takes his life in his hands there, coming out of his penalty area to challenge Russell. Got away with it. Ray flicking it forward for Stewart, who was adjudged to have backed into the defender. And I've got to be careful not to talk himself into a yellow card here. Maybe the referee decided he used his elbow. Barnby. And Sunderland still working so hard to come and win it back. Gray. We talk about honesty and integrity of players. Peter Reid has produced it from every one of the men in red and white striped shirts tonight. They have shown tremendous commitment to the cause. Musto, Middlesbrough still looking to snatch it. Musto again, finds Barnby, on to Juninho. A little over-elaborate that, but they've kept possession. Whelan lifting it forward. Oh, good defending, Melville.
Yes, he was. He knew exactly where his keeper was. Possibly had a shout from Coulton, but it's very, very calm defending in the last minute of the game.
So we're into stoppage time at Roker. Good challenge by Ray on Fleming. Stewart was a bit short, that ball, but Kevin Ball did his utmost to win it again. Now Juninho with a little spurt of pace to take him into the danger area, but it's too late. It's all over, and I think we've got a just result, really, a draw here at Roker Park. And the applause says much more than I could about Sunderland's marvellous, spirited performance. Cabanelli got his first away goal in the Premiership, and at that stage it looked as though Sunderland were in deep trouble. The situation got even worse when they had a player, and a key man at that, Richard Ord, sent off, but they wouldn't lie down, and this marvellous run by Kevin Ball laid it on for Craig Russell to slide home the equalising goal. They thoroughly deserved the point.